Good morning. Welcome to yet another episode or another morning brew with Germaine, your host. I'm here. So, guys, how is everybody doing today? We're in a new month. Cannot believe we're already here, 6 months into this new year, but we're here. We're here. Let me kind of align my framing. And so, but it's good to be here. It's good to be present. And so I'm glad that if you are stopping by, let me know what you're drinking today. Let me know where you're chiming in from. It's always good to know what part of the country or the world you're in, right? I'm on this water kick, flushing my system. I need to drink more water, so I am. Um, I do miss coffee, but I do try to sneak some in every so often. But I'm just trying to wean myself off of it. Okay. All right, guys. But with that being said, listen, I'm not going to hold you long, but I definitely want to talk today about um, strong doesn't mean silent. What does that mean, right? We're going to get into it. So if you are chiming in, please just say hello in the comments and everything. Let me know you're here. It's good to know that people are coming in for coffee and conversation or whatever you may be drinking. Now, it's a lot happening this month. I am going to be introducing some things outside that's a part of the HOV ecosystem. Yes, let's say that. Some new things that's a part of the HOV ecosystem. It will allow you to have an opportunity to also be a part of it, be a part of the community, and in the process, also put some monies into your pocket. Yes, it's some things we're working on that's a blessing and a benefit all the way around for everyone in the community. So with that being said, let's get into this message today. Strong doesn't mean silent. This is Father's Day month, and so I'm going to be sharing some messages this month, some brew topics that's going to be centered or more male driven, but it's for everybody. We're about inspiration, encouragement, and really wanting you to maybe look at some things a little differently from how you may be viewing them. Okay. But let's get into this message. Many people, especially men, have been taught that strength means handling everything on their own. Society often rewards toughness while overlooking the emotional toll of carrying life's challenges in silence. But the true strength isn't found in suppressing emotions. It's found in knowing when to speak, when to seek support, and when to allow yourself to be human. Yeah, I want to say that part again because sometimes I think we miss some things. We have this idea, and society makes us believe that it has to be this way. And then people push that and they continue to push that on you. So sometimes when you want to just break and just, release, you feel like you're not able to because of what you're made to believe, right? So I want to say this again. True strength isn't found in suppressing your emotions. It's found in knowing when to speak, when to seek support, and when to allow yourself to just be human. Because we're all human, right? Okay. All right, guys. So, listen, I'm definitely not going to hold you long today, but I wanted to stop by Morning Brew and just sharing this conversational piece with you. And so let's take a few minutes and let's get into actually, you know what? Before we go into our port into purpose segment, what I want to do, I want to be able to highlight, highlight some things. We work on, well, let me say this. Let me back up a little. As a publisher, 18 years in the business, 18 years in the publishing business. Yes, it has changed. It is evolving. It is still changing even more so with AI right now, but it's still centered around the power of stories, right? And so I want to, well, not that I want to, I will. I'm starting to share, a lot of the authors that we work with, and even some that we don't work with, some that may come through our self publishing division, some that may come through our hybrid publishing division, some that just may be a publishing partner with us that's published their books outside and they just want to kind of still be a part of the community, right? So, what I want to do, because people pour a lot into sharing their stories, and it's for me, it's a privilege, it's an honor to be able to work with them, to be a part of their journey. And so I've created this segment called Freshly Brewed. Freshly Brewed is a segment like what's brewing now, what stories are brewing right now. These are new stories coming to market, whether they're in a pre sale campaign, they newly hit the market, or if they are already, hit the bestseller status, because we like to help individuals become bestsellers, right? And so in this freshly brewed segment, I just want to highlight a few books that are coming to market. And I've been talking about them, but you know what? Let me just pop up some books that are coming to market. Right now, we have Secrets to Looking Your Best at Any Time. And also, while I'm doing this, I am going to be adding the feed. I'm going to add their links so it's easy for you. Excuse me. It's easy for you to get their book. These are all pre-sale, part of our pre-sale campaign. I am putting the links in the comments right now, so at least they're there if you decide that you are interested in purchasing a book, or you know someone that can be blessed by the book. All right. So, yes, we have Dr. Anayo, who is coming out with her book, Secrets to Looking Your Best. So, please make sure you click the link, and then you'll be able to also go onto her webpage, the website, and then you can find out more information about it also. So, I'm not going to take up much time. I'm just going to make this an announcement segment. Okay. All right, so we have Dr. Anayo, whose book is Secrets to Looking Your Best. Her book is coming out June 9th. Yes, June 9th. And then following that, on June 10th, we have Amanda Neighbors. Her book is also in a pre-sale. It's also in a pre-sale campaign right now, and it is Prayers of Agreement. Yes, Prayers of Agreement. And hold on, because I am putting her link over here too in the comments. So you have an opportunity to stop by and check out Amanda's landing page. Prayers of Agreement, the power when believers, come together. I'm telling you, in prayer. So please make sure her book is coming out on the 10th. Make sure you go and help support. But you know what? These books are phenomenal books. People are speaking from their area of expertise. Amanda has been laboring over the years with the poems, with the prayers, 92 prayers that she has included in this book. Divine Contact for Impact. Yes, Prayers of Agreement. So I'm putting her link in right now. Let me just do that real quick, and we'll continue on with our. Okay. We'll continue on because we have a few more books that I want to share. People are writing, people are sharing their stories. Why not? Why not? So here's another one I'm going to pull up. I Am the Stenographer. Yes, I Am the Stenographer. And this is by R. Morrow. Oh my goodness. So his book, let me pull his link into this also. But his collections of poetry that capture real moments, real thoughts, real reflections, It's literally he documented his life's journey from a certain point in his life through poetry. And when I tell you these poems are phenomenal, incredible, transformational, it will cause you, if you identify with any of these poems, to see yourself in his story. But let me actually put his link up also because I want to make these available if you are chiming in and you want to be able to hold on one second. Um yes, I'm sorry. Let me I'm trying to do multitask, right? I'm multitasking. But yes, I want to be able to share the works that are taking place through HOV Publishing, the books that are coming to market. Let it be an inspiration to you, an encouragement to you, but you know what? Let it be a resource for you as well. And so people aren't just writing books, people have some real stories that they should share. Okay, some of these things I see what's happening. And so, hold on one second. Let me continue. And I have one more right now that I want to share with you that is coming to market. So, yes, so make sure I am the stenographer. He journey and documents his life through poetry. You have to read it for yourself. I tell you, it is an incredible body of work. All these books that I'm mentioning to you right now, but I do have one more that, let me see. Hold on, this one I have to pull up because I forgot to add it into my space. So hold on, this is the last one, but I'm adding it right now because I really want to share this one as well with you. This is from, hold on, guys. I'm pulling it up. Bear with me. Thank you so much for your patience. I don't want to speak it before I can have it up on the screen. So, but yes, it's, for me, 18 years, it's been a long time, but what a pleasure and a joy. We are about to hit 600 books that we have put out through referrals. Yes. And so we've designed a whole program for those to become ambassadors with HOV, and be a part of our ecosystem just by you referring and sharing HOV publishing with others that are looking for a family to be able to put their books out in the marketplace. And so that is coming soon. We'll be talking a little bit more about it here and there. And so, yes, here we go. So this is the next book, which is coming up on the screen now. Full Count, A Woman's Journey to Changing the Game. Full Count, yes, by Natola D. Hawthorne. And you know what's interesting about Natola is that she is documented as one of the first African American women to umpire Division One sports, baseball. And so what a huge accomplishment. And she's helping others to be a part of this system as well. She does a summer workshop that's going on now, and you can find out more information through her site. She calls it all.org, that you can register for free your children from ages 10 all the way up to over 50. Yes, she does not age discriminate at all. And so, hold on one second because I want to put her link up. Her book is coming out July. It's coming out the end of July, July 30th. Okay. And so, hold on. Here we go. I want to make sure that you're able to just see what's going on in the world of HOV publishing and all the authors coming to market. So this was, yes, a quick shout out, but you can click the links. It'll take you straight to their site so you can find out more information about their books. And listen, click the button, purchase the book, or share the information with someone else that could really benefit and use the book. Okay. So yes, that is our freshly brewed segment where we talk about new projects coming to market, if they are in pre-sale campaigns, if they've already hit bestseller lists. And Yes, we have, one of our missions and our goals is to help people become best-selling authors. Absolutely. And so I can't wait to just be able to pull, all our authors together just to celebrate those that took the first step to said, yes, this is the year I'm putting my book out. you know and I'm a firm believer a book is a byproduct of something far greater that could be tied to your purpose. So let's discover what that is together. All right guys, so let me get back into this, but thank you for allowing me to share in that segment. Now let's get into our pour into purpose segment. Let's talk about this. All right, and we're going to dive a little deeper. Yes, we're going to dive a little deeper into strong doesn't mean silent. Strong doesn't mean silent. So let's pour a little bit. Strength is not the absence of emotions. Strength is not the absence of emotions. Being strong doesn't mean you never struggle. Even being strong, you struggle. You can struggle, right? Every person experiences moments of fear, uncertainty, and disappointment. I just say it's a part of life. It is. It's a part of life. Can you escape it? I don't know. But I know sometimes it's just shifting the mindset and how we see things you know, and the decisions that we make. And so let's pour a little more. Well, let me say this. Acknowledging your emotions is not weakness, it's awareness. Acknowledging your emotions is not weakness, it's awareness. All right, guys, come with me. Let's pour a little more. Let's pour a little more into purpose. Silence can become a heavy burden. We just talked about that in one of the Morning Brew segments earlier this week. Yes, yesterday. So we talked about what are you carrying that people can't see? You know, silence can become a heavy burden. Unspoken stress has a way of building pressure over time. Yes, what it what it expressed, what's excuse me, what isn't expressed often becomes eternalized. Yes, which means you're carrying it. It's building up on the inside, and if you are silent and never expressing it, which means you're never giving yourself an outlet to express it, and you're just carrying it, eventually you're going to, just like if you have a tea kettle on the stove and the water is at its hottest boiling point, it has to release somewhere. It does. So don't explode at the wrong time, right? In the wrong space, right? Because it was that one final thing that just set you off and you couldn't handle it anymore. So, unspoken stress has a way of building pressure over time. What isn't expressed often becomes internalized. Conversations can become a pathway to healing and clarity. Talk about it. Don't be silenced about it, okay? Vulnerability repairs requires courage. Vulnerability requires courage, but some people may look at vulnerability as being a weakness. Vulnerability requires courage. It takes courage to tell the truth about how you're feeling. Make sure you go back and watch the message from yesterday. What are you carrying that others don't see? Right? Because it aligns with this message. Strong doesn't mean silent. So strong it's not like I'm strong, so I'm gonna be silent and I'm gonna hold on and carry this stuff. No, this stuff can hurt you if you carry it and don't release the things you need to release from yourself. So vulnerability requires courage. So let me say this again. It takes courage to tell the truth about how you're feeling. Opening up creates opportunities for support and growth. Please hear me when I say this. Real strength includes knowing when you don't have to carry it alone. When you think about it, I said, we can, please don't ever think you could do life by yourself. We're not meant to do life alone. We need each other. We do. And so you just have to find that piece of your puzzle and what piece it connects to find your community, to find the safe spaces where you can release the burdens of what you may carry. You can be vulnerable to see, to gain courage. And so let's continue, guys. I tell you. Let's continue. So that concludes our Pouring the Purpose segment, just to dig a little deeper, give you some more food for thought along your journey. But this is a part we can all take part in this segment. This segment is our reflection questions, which means this may require you to do some things on your own. Think about these questions so you can answer them in your own time. There's no rush. But let me go through two questions that I have for you. What have you been keeping to yourself that may need to be shared? Let me say that again so you don't miss it. What have you been keeping to yourself that may need to be shared? Okay. Question number two. Who is a trusted person you can have an honest conversation with this week? A trusted person, someone that will hold your conversation and not spread it around or abroad or make it like the next news title, for the next news feed. No, someone, the first thing I said, who is a trusted person you can have an honest conversation with this week. Okay? Find that person so you can have that conversation because, but when you do find them, ask them if it's okay. If it's okay, do they have a few minutes for you to be able to talk and share some things with them? Don't just assume, because you also want them to be in a position too of clarity so they can hear you as they listen to you. All right. And sometimes you just may need someone that will listen. You're not really looking for feedback or anything unless you ask for it. But sometimes you may just need that person that can be a sounding board that you trust with the things that you may be going through. And also, finding a therapist if needed. I know with Black people, our people, it's like taboo sometimes, but you'd be surprised. More people are finding outlets. But make sure you do your due diligence because it's so many out there and you need to make sure it's the right fit for you. Okay. And, I've heard in the past, you may go through more than one to find that one for you that can be a trusted therapist and source for you to be able to really express yourself and release the things that you're going through. Okay. All right, guys. So those two questions there for you. Take the time you need to go through them. And so let's talk about our final sip. Yes, we are going into our final sip, which means we're bringing it to a close. But before we do that, I forgot one segment. Final sip. Let's talk about who our Blacks in fact is for today. So today on Morning
On
Brew
Blacks In.
is, let's play that.
Today on Blacks In. Born in Tulsa, Oklahoma on June 2nd, 1953, Cornell West was raised in Sacramento, California, where his passion for learning, faith, and public service began to take shape. As a gifted student, he went on to attend Harvard University and later earned a doctorate in philosophy from Princeton University. West became one of America's most influential scholars, using his voice to explore issues of justice, democracy, race, and human dignity. Through his books, lectures, and public discussions, he inspired generations to think deeply about creating a more just and compassionate society. See you next time on Blacks In.
Blacks In. So that segment is definitely sponsored by Teresa Merritt Watson, her blacksin.com, blacks-in.com. Make sure you stop over there and visit blacksin.com. I'll put it in the comments for you as well. Um, she's starting her summer program and it's a free enrollment for our young people. So okay, hold on. Let me share her link. So you can go over to Blacks In. You can check out her product. She has her Blacks In calendar that I know we're 6 months in, but that's okay. It's about the information that you can gain from it. Okay. And so she also talks about, let me put this in the comment. She also shares and talks about her new summer program, the Blacks in Academy, for our young people. And you know, it's so funny because we talk about our young people, but let me tell you, we learn so much. I know I do from this information, and it causes me to go and research even more to find out more information. So that information is available. You can also connect with her through her Instagram, blacks-in, over on Instagram, her TikTok, and you can get these daily, every single day. Okay, they put these out for you, these Blacks in facts. All right, guys. Now let's go into our final sip. We're bringing it to a close. Thank you so much. If you have tuned in today just to get some information from Morning Brew with Germaine, be a part of the conversation. Thank you. And you know what? It's never too late. You can always, if you missed any of it, go over to our YouTube channel and make sure that you click on subscribe. Yes. Also, click on the notification bell so you always know when a new episode is coming. And, you know, if you like any of the information, please let us know. Okay. And also, if you feel led to, you know, just sow a seed into Morning Brew, then listen, we have it scrolling on the bottom. You can always sow a seed into Morning Brew so we can continue sharing the information, and also building this community space for others to be a part of it as they share the power of their stories as well. All right. All right, guys. So let's go into our final sip where we bring it all to a close. And so the strongest people aren't those who never speak about their struggles. Listen to what I said. The strongest people aren't those who never speak about their struggle. The strongest people are those who find the courage to be honest about them. I'm going to leave that with you. You know, so as we sip slow, give yourself permission to feel. Please give yourself permission to feel. Sip deep. Release the pressure of pretending. Don't do that. Just be your own authentic self, okay? And then the final, sip with purpose. Choose connection over isolation. Yes, connection. We need each other. We are not equipped with everything we need to survive on this earth. We need one another. So, on that note, guys, thank you so much for stopping by Morning Brew with Yes, your girl Germaine, and being a part of our coffee and conversation. So, listen, you can watch this at any time. I appreciate all those that watch from a distance, from afar. I hope something really resonates with you. Okay. And if it does, it's okay. Let me know. It's encouragement for me. I need you, right? I need you also. So thank you. Be safe, whatever you decide to do today. And share some information with someone else that you may have learned that you can pay it forward. Pay it forward to someone else, gaining some knowledge and insight. Have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you soon. See you tomorrow if you stop by for a coffee and conversation. Bye.